What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C4 today, giving you your player grades from the Philadelphia Eagles loss to Washington Redskins 27-22. It was like the most Philadelphia Eagles this season game to lose. We dropped, 17 points. We didn't have a long snapper, and then our backup long snapper went down, so we couldn't kick field goals that would have been very crucial. Luckily, Trey Burton, the master of every position on the football field, was able to come in and were able to connect on a field goal late in the fourth quarter. But we didn't deserve to win that game. It just wasn't. We had the momentum. You got the pick six, that was a touchdown. Then went back out there. Defense made a stop. Offense 4 and out, 3 and out. I don't know if they went for it on fourth down or not, but 3 or 4 and out. And then after the dirty, fucking gutless, late dirty hit on Darren Sproles on the punt return, the stadium was fucking angry. We brought out the best of what makes the Eagles fans great, and then our offense could not capitalize on the entire stadium for the first time in pretty much that whole game, getting behind the team. This team's given up. There was definitely signs of fighting in this game, and whereas last week it looked like the team actually gave up, it was a pretty valiant effort. But look at the last play when Wentz got sack fumbled. Matt Tobin was playing at right tackle. Really? Where the fuck was Barber? Who got hurt that Matt Tobin had to do that? Was that because... Did Tobin start all game? I wasn't super invested in this game. And I know Brooks, for some reason, is out for 2 weeks because of illness. Does he have fucking cancer or some shit? Get his ass out in the field. Special fucking athlete. Give him Gatorade. People are sick and have to go to work every day of the week. Give him the fucking Sprite and chicken noodle soup treatment. Get his ass out there. He's getting paid like fucking $40 million. Suck it up. You got the sniffles. Can't go out there. You got a fucking turf toe on his vagina. All right. So let's do the grades. Quarterback Carson Wentz, 32 of 46, 314 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. The pick was, again, just so Philadelphia Eagles. Throw the touchdown pass, Jordan Matthews unable to bring his feet down again. You have a legit wide receiver 1. He makes that catch 9 times out of 10. And then, because we didn't get that touchdown, that should have been an automatic touchdown. Next play, Carson Wentz throws a pick. You knew that was fucking coming. But outside of that, he played a good game. I don't like the fact that he's thrown the ball 100 times in 2 games. Not good. That's definitely... I don't even think you want that for Aaron Rodgers or Drew Brees or anything like that, let alone a guy with no wide receivers to help him out. But Wentz actually had a pretty good game. Outside of, literally, offensive line let him down. He tried to make plays. I'm going to give Wentz a B- for this one. He saw all the good things of Wentz. The interception was... It was a rookie mistake, but for the rest of the game, he played very, very well. Running backs, Ryan Matthews, 15 rushes for 60 yards. Sproles for 5 for 27. Wentz had 2 scrambles for 5 yards. I'm going to give the running backs just a C. Nothing too special. Matthews looked decent out there, but again, with Smallwood going down with injury, we have to draft a running back. And I wanted to kind of push it off to the side and say maybe the front office is going to believe that Smallwood could be our future 3-down running back. I don't see it. I think he needs a 100-yard game. If you have your running back, if you're a franchise and you're comfortable with what you have at the running back position, you have to be confident that one of those guys can go for 100 yards on any given week, and I do not see that in his backfield. Sproles is a great utility back. Hope he comes back next year, but I think we have to look in the draft. Smallwood's never going to be a guy. I think he'll be a compliment running back, but for the most part, we need to get a draft or running back. I'm not saying draft one in the first round. I'm actually against drafting anyone in the first round, but I think between rounds 2 and 4, when we have 2 fourth-round picks, between 2 and 4, we go and get ourselves a running back. Wide receivers, not actually that bad. Surprisingly, the only drop I saw was Paul Turner. Paul Turner dropped a pretty easy catch. Zach Ertz, 10 catches, 112 yards. Jordan Matthews, 8 for 79. Trey Burton, 7 for 65. Aguilar, 2 for 22, and I think he had a run or something. He actually had a pretty decent play. And Darren Sproles had our 1 touchdown catch, 2 catches, 13 yards, and a touchdown. This actually wasn't a bad game in terms of wide receivers catching the ball. I think it was more of an issue of they just could not get separation. Anytime Carson Wentz would scramble on a play, it seems like they'd stop running their routes. They wouldn't be active. Like they kept bringing it up, in Green Bay when Aaron Rodgers scrambles. All the wide receivers, once their route is open, they're done, and they see their quarterback scrambling. They try to keep running around and make plays and get open. Eagles do not do that. So from a separation standpoint, not a great game. But what do you expect? What else do you expect from our fucking wide receivers? But for the most part, you can't really blame this loss on the wide receivers. It was just a string of bad fucking luck. I think that's what it's just the way the season's gone. The way the season's gone since the bye. I'll give the wide receivers B- as well. C+, B-. This might have been, the best game. I didn't see too many drops. Guys were making plays. Zach Ertz actually was looking for contact. He actually didn't go down like fucking the defensive back didn't sneeze and he fell over. I was impressed with Zach Ertz. And I will say that to the end of time. That is one of the biggest dividing issues among Eagle fans is that people are saying Zach Ertz sucks. Zach Ertz is not good. Why are you paying all the money? I've always been on the side that he's good. I'm not going to say he's a great tight end. I'm not going to say that he's worth the money that we paid him. But I think if you're listing out the top 10 tight ends in the league, Zach Ertz is still up there. And maybe a couple of those guys are a little bit older, where Zach Ertz still has time on his side to continue to develop. I think Ertz is top 10 tight end in this league. But the fact that we're paying him like a top 5 tight end, I still don't quite see that. And I can totally, see where that side of the argument comes into things. But I'm like I say, I'm not on the hate Ertz bandwagon. He has the best hands on the team, and I think he's still a solid part of the offense. Kicking, Sturgis 3 for 3, 1 extra point. It sucks, like I said, that John Dornbush went down. I mean, how Philadelphia Eagle is that? We lose our long snapper, and then that cost us, 6 points? That's enough. 6 points, that would give us the victory. So, here's something that I was screaming at the TV. So, fucking Dornbush goes down, right? And then their next logical step is they go Brent Selleck. And I was like, what the fuck? Why are you going Brent Selleck? And then Brent Selleck botches the snap on the field goal, ends up being no points. And then Brent Selleck gets hurt, and then they bring in, they're working out Michael Kendricks, they're working out Trey Burton. Why the fuck don't you work out Jason Kelsey? Kayla's here. Kayla, you know what a long snapper is, right? The guy that huts the ball to the quarterback that holds it and the guy kicks it, right? Yeah. If he gets hurt, the long snapper's his own position. Who do you think would be the next logical player to step in? You think it'd be like a quarterback, a wide receiver, a tight end, or do you think it'd be the center, the guy that usually huts it to the quarterback? Probably him? Yeah. He wasn't even considered. They were looking at fucking 7 other people before you went to the center. It's his goddamn job. I'm pretty sure he can make the slight adjustment to hut the ball. It makes no fucking sense. I don't know is that standard? Is that league standard? Is it fans of other teams around the NFL? If your long snapper gets hurt, do you not logically go to the center? Doesn't make a fucking damn bit of sense to me. Defensively, I'd see. It wasn't the best game, wasn't the worst game. Definitely looked better than they did the first time they played Washington. Leos McKelvin led the team 5 tackles, 1 pick. The pick was very, very nice, but he also had a couple off, like the third down conversions. They're just picking on Leos McKelvin. He's still a weakness on this team. It should not be on the roster next season. Benny Logan actually had a great day, 6 tackles, half a sack. Fletcher Cox finally 3 tackles, 2 sacks. Having himself a day. But outside of that, I think the defense was just all right. I mean, Hicks always has a good game. He looks strong. But, at least they heard me. They must be watching this video because I said, when was the last time Eagles got a pick? And McKelvin went out there and got a pick 6, I think it was. So pretty much the only really talking point is obviously we lost in the most Philadelphia Eagle way possible. I can't say that we were the better team and deserved to win that game. I think both teams looked weak at times, and they're both not playoff teams. As much as Redskins fans are going, oh, we beat you. You're not a playoff team. Redskins are not a playoff team this year. Dirty hit, Stairs Sproles. That's probably like the big upraging moment. The refs weren't horrible. I mean, you can't I hate to be the guy that just shits on the refs and say, oh, we lost that game because of the refs were There's a couple bad calls in there. I thought for Philly. You had the conversion to Garcon, I think, that I thought was definitely an incompletion. But they're like, no, he actually... Oh, everyone's like, one side. It was either a fumble, and he recovered it, which means it still said Washington ball, or it was an incomplete pass. And then, of course, the ref, completed pass. So, like, the one option no one was talking about. But I think the biggest talking point, I guess, from an upsetting standpoint, was that dirty fucking hit on Darren Sproles. And literally, those special teamers that are out there? There's Zach Ertz was in the play, the skirmish after that. Everyone else, you're a fucking special teamer. 100%, you go after that motherfucker that hit him. Everett or something like that, some gay black name. Like, literally, his mom's like, DeQuan Sean? That's a sick name. That runs in the family. Fucking, you need to go after him. I would have headhunted him right fucking there. I was so surprised Jason Peters didn't run the field and chokeslam that motherfucker. I hate the Redskins. Chris Baker, I hope that guy gets fucking diabetes and, loses a limb. I'm not going to wish death on anyone, but that guy after his hit on Nick Foles a couple years ago, just get diabetes, cut off your fucking leg from the knee down, can't play NFL. I mean, that's still pretty dark. But, you can still live your life. You still have your millions of bucks. That Everett guy, get fucking mouth AIDS. I hope you get eye AIDS. You're permanently blind from AIDS. From a gay guy's asshole or something like that. Fucking, can't believe someone did not go after him. I would have, even though they're wearing helmets, I would have started swinging. That's why back in the old days, they used to fucking wear casts on their arms. They didn't have broken hands. They wanted to swing in the trenches. So I think, a guy like Brian Brayman, Chris Marigot, something like that, should have fucking just went at him, grabbed him by the face mask, and beat the shit out of him. And then you'd be, heralded among the Eagle fans for the rest of your career as the guy that stands up for everyone. But it is what it is. Drop this game. I think we're mathematically eliminated from the playoffs now, I guess, unless Washington and Giants lose out from now on. So, like I said, no more hype videos. We'll get these weekly, I don't know, they're turning into fucking rants now because there's never anything good to talk about. But that does it for me today, guys. Let me know what you think about the game. Smash the like button if you wish that dude that hit Darren Sproles gets fucking eye aids. And until next time, it's your boy C4 saying peace out.